Thank you for coming. And as I said, this discussion is about using GitHub discussions for all of our discussions. Okay? You might think, why are we moving to GitHub? Okay, so the way to understand this is, so most of you may not realize, but what I'm trying to do is to replicate what happens in a real big organization. So in a real big organization, multiple different softwares are used for multiple different reasons. Until now, we were a small team, so we were able to do whatever we wanted to do with Slack, right? So most of you, when you came here, you weren't aware of Slack. You were using WhatsApp at that time, right? So compared to WhatsApp, have you seen more functionality in Slack or not? You're able to do certain things in Slack that you could not do in WhatsApp. For example, there are threads, there are channels, right? So software, when it gets slightly more complicated, or different software will allow you to do things that are not possible. Okay. So now because we are grown, bigger size, right? So there are certain things that simply cannot be done in Slack. For example, today morning I asked all of you to create teams, right? It can't be done in a day. It will take a few days. Slack is good for things that can be done in a few hours time at the most. So if it spans more than a day, it becomes very hard to go back and look at the messages in Slack. Yeah, it's very difficult unless you know Slack in and out. It becomes very difficult to trawl through previous messages and all that. So whenever the work requires more than a day or two, you have to use a different thing. Until now, none of you had to do anything that spanned more than a day. So now forming a team and then teaching them what they need to know and all this can take some time. So you need a different set of a software. That is what GitHub is. Okay. Don't worry, it's not that complicated. Especially the part that I want you people to use is not going to be complicated. You're not going to go to the area where the developers actually use it. That will be even more complicated, but you won't need that. You'll only use a very small portion of that. So I'll just show you how the interface looks and then I'll go through that thing. Okay. So let me present. I'll say tab and then I'll say people share. Okay. Can you see the screen now? Okay. So you're able to see. Or you're only able to see half of it, I think. Yeah, no, it should be okay. Or should I put it here? Yeah, you can see it. Okay. So now, if you go to, all of you have been given access to RGMT Limited organization. Okay. Within that, there will be multiple repositories, multiple projects, and teams, and all those things. You need to go to this main one, RMT journey. Okay. Once you go into that one, RMT journey, there are discussions. Okay, so you can go to discussions. Here, this is like a forum. You people must be used to forums, right? It's like a forum. So here, what I've done, we can, for example, mini team formation. I've created a discussion called mini team formation, and I've said we will be forming mini teams. I described in my notes. I put a link to my notes, so you can actually go and see my notes as well here. Yeah, my journal basically you can see there. And then I copied all the stuff that you were discussing on the Slack channel here. Okay. Now, what Ganga can do, Ganga, can you go to this one? I'll put a link here. Just click on that link. When it opens up, you'll see write a comment right here. You can write saying.
You're on mute. Yeah, I'm on the same page.
Yes.
So you want me to write a reply or write a comment?
Yes. Yeah, write a comment, not a reply. Write a comment saying something like Ganga team name. You can actually use your IDs here, Ganga's team. and then put the name of your team if they are already on GitHub. Otherwise, just write their name like that. If you say at
So,
the
like,
name,
how someday Tuvalu has written. No. At,
can you not see what I'm showing?
yeah, at
At and then put your team. Who's your team?
Sahil.
Sahil. So you can say at. Need to know their names. Their names maybe say his name is Rawat Sahil. So
Yeah, Rawat
Rawat
Sahil.
Sahil. Yeah. So like that, put your team and put a comment. Yeah. I will delete the comment. You can also put a comment. And later, when you have more people, you can edit the same comment and put say Rahat Sahil and somebody else, for example. Maybe Nandita. She's not there, but I'm just for the sake of this thing, we say keep updating like that. So your team will be there.
Okay.
Yeah. So and the beauty of this is this has got a number. Yeah. And this
Yeah.
can be referenced. So if you know this, if you save this, you can always come there and bookmark this, for example. Yeah. How many issues will you be working on? One or two? Bookmark this for a day, for example. That also can be. It's like any other page that you work with, which is slightly different from Slack. You have to. It's not that easy in Slack doing that one. But here, people can keep writing comments here, and they'll remain here. Okay. Mini team. Once it is done, we can close it. Yeah. Or we can even leave it like that. Next, for example, I created one more. Team formation. In fact, what I'll do about updating meetings on RM's journey. Okay, so this is, I'll open it in a separate tab, right? And then team formation number 9. Okay, so what I can do here, so if I remember, this is number 11, right? This is what we were talking about earlier. Okay, after this, C, and I put a number and 9, updating mini teams on RM's journey. Okay, this and that link issues are linked. So this is about it gives you information about what that link is. Once the teams are decided in 11, Sneha Junior, can you show Pooja Kalpakisha how to update this? I gave another work basically. So if I see that, I'm saying once the teams are decided in 11, once that work is done, Sneha, can you show Pooja how to update this mini teams page using the following 2 methods? Okay. So see how I'm linking this work with that work, which is very difficult to do on Slack. Yeah. You will get lost if there are 2 different works to be discussed in Slack. You'll get lost. What are we talking about? Here, it's very, very clear to me. Like here, in this, I'm saying 11. I've given the reference to this work because updating mini teams on this won't happen until unless the mini team itself is formed. No. Yeah. So I'm saying once that work is done, number 11 work is done. And when I say number 11, automatically all the information about that will also come. This is the number 11 work. This is number 11 work. Yeah. Formation of the team. Once the team is formed, then I'm saying, as decided in that, then Sneha, can you show Pooja how to update? That's another work I'm asking her to do. Yeah. And then there are ways of doing that work. Then once the work is done, once Pooja shows, Sneha shows Pooja how to do that thing, I'm saying do this as a video meeting like we are doing right now. So Ganga or Pia, because you would have access to Google, right? Because you're employees of RMQ, you can actually start the meeting and Sneha will show Pooja. Once that is recorded, yeah, Ganga and Nandita both together will upload it to YouTube because Nandita is our YouTube maintainer right now. So she will update it. And she will need your help because after the recording, it won't be accessible to Nandita immediately. Right? I told you it comes in meetings. From there, we have to move to a place where everybody can read it. Right? The recording. Once it goes there, then Ganga can help. Ganga can basically do the moving. Once you move it, Nandita can download it and upload it to YouTube. So all this work I'm describing in just so many sentences, and it's very clear. Try, imagine me doing this in Slack. If I put a message, once somebody puts something there, it will get lost. Now this work, I'll save here. for example, and you know it's your work, or you can do a I put that in chat there, or you can say bookmark it also like that, or you can even put it message to yourself, for example, Control K, and then I put in Slack bot. I'm doing on. You can't see this. I'm putting on my Slack bot so that I can save it. Once you save this, you know that that's what you're working on. Even if you don't, you can always come back here, yeah, and then search. You wanted to know about mini team, right? Mini team. So how many mini team? There are two things about this mini team. It must be this or that. That's all, right? Are you understanding?
Yeah.
So try. Of course, if you're seeing it for the first time, the interface might look slightly alien, but trust me, once you understand this in a few days, you will automatically know, okay, this kind of work needs this kind of, not, you can't do this in Slack. Slack is very painful. For example, like even telling them to come here and all that was so painful for me because it'll get lost. Somebody else writes there and it goes behind. Here, that can't happen. Yeah, but of course, if it is a very small piece of work, for example, if I'm going to ask you to come to a meeting, it doesn't make sense for me to start a discussion for that. Yeah, whereas for forming mini team, it requires this. And this other work I'm talking about, updating mini teams on, this also requires collaboration between Sneha and Pooja and then Nandita and Ganga. So many people have to collaborate in a particular way for the work to happen. Right? In the bigger teams, that is how work gets done. When the bigger teams are there, you need software that will allow you to collaborate like that. That is what I'm trying to teach you. And we are lucky that we have 60 people. So now we need this. Earlier, with 10, 20 people, we didn't need it. Right? So this is a good learning opportunity. So we are making use of it. Yeah. So now this will be available on mobile also if you want to do it. It's not that you have to go to this thing. These things are available on mobile as well. Same thing like Slack, both mobile and here. But you have to get used to using your PC or laptop on a regular basis. You should have it on and ready. Even if you're doing other work, you should be able to just come immediately, start typing and do the work. You have to keep your laptop or PC in such a way that it shouldn't take you more than 2-3 seconds to open it up. So identify a location in the house where you can keep it on all the time. Don't close it and keep it away. If you close it and keep it away, then look at it later when you have time and all, it becomes a painful thing to do. Right? You have to remember that I'm assuming that when you learn, you would want to do a 7 to 8 hour job daily, right? So if you're going to do 7 to 8 hours job in a year's time, you have to start now to plan your time accordingly so that you get that time. So if you don't do now, if you can't take out half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours now, you are not able to take out 7 to 8 hours in a year's time. Yeah. So you have to become eligible to be able to do the work. Only then you get a job, not the other way around. So you have to put effort in that. If this feels difficult and complicated and all that, we'll keep doing it. I'm assuring you, within a week's time, all will be sorted. Yeah, but I want you to start using this. For example, there are two tasks, main tasks on this one now for us, two main discussions. One is the mini team thing, and another is the GitHub. Another is the update mini teams. Yeah, and here when you're creating a new discussion, for example, if I want to create a new discussion, right, I can just click new discussion. It's like any other forum, right? You can say I'll say dummy discussion for demo. Yeah. And then I can select a category. There are multiple categories. It can be an announcement, it can be a general, ideas, polls, Q&A. Let us just use general unless we are very sure it's an announcement, ideas. You can go into general. And I can, we have the advantage of taking Ganga, Nandita, like names like that. Nandita, like you can take names like that. And the other, normally if you want to do a block, you can do a block like that. Yeah, but it look slightly odd, but don't worry, it does what you need to do. Yeah, and then you can preview to see whether it's done what you want it to do or not.
So where are you doing this? Because I can just see the mini team formation, those
Yeah.
in that. But where is
Yes.
your creating the dummy?
Yeah, I'll do it. Let me just come out of this. You start sharing the screen, and then I will walk you through creating a discussion. Yeah.
Okay.
So I will let me stop presenting, so you can start presenting. Yeah. Okay. So here, you go to discussions. Click discussions.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it will show you new discussion tab, green button there. That's
Okay.
how you
Okay.
create a new discussion, and then write dummy discussion or whatever. Actually, I'll let you create one thing. Yeah, write this whereabout capital W whereabout
Single word
means,
or
say it can be one single word. Yeah, let it be one single word about, because we're just using this as a keyword. Yeah? Whereabout space colon no, colon two dots. Yeah, space, and then Ravi space power. Yeah. So then you can follow what I've done. Whereabout Riza, right? I didn't put anything. What did I put for somebody else? Whereabout Ashish. Yeah. So yeah, I put something like that. Please copy that thing instead of Ashish. Make Ravi.
so you want me to put in the
Yeah.
comment?
Yeah, in the comment. Yeah,
Okay.
just so what Ravi will do,
Mhm.
because we don't know where Ravi is. For example, Ravi is going to go on a holiday or something. He'll just put some information here, so we know where he is.
Okay.
Yeah, calendar will say he's there, he's not there, but we won't know where he's gone, right?
Okay.
So in whereabouts, like whenever we don't know where somebody is, we can just search for whereabout. Okay, write something here for now. I'll update it later. Just say, have you seen what is there in the comment? Just copy and paste that. I'm talking about meetings comment.
Is that
Yeah,
what?
good. Take out Ashish Pawar and put Ravi's name.
Okay.
Put 8. Ravi.
Is it Ravi Pawar this one?
Ravi Teja, yeah. Please put a comment here about your whereabouts. Take out travel because you don't know what he's doing, right? About your whereabouts, and when you'll be back as to usual. Instead of travel, say whereabouts. Yeah. So what we're doing with this is we're creating a discussion point about
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
about yeah, and then say start discussion. And you'll have to pick a category, general category.
Um,
Uh,
Start discussion.
say and automatically it'll become red. It won't allow you to do it.
Okay.
That
And then
becomes red.
select category, you said.
Yeah, and it
And
will
then
select
general.
and say
And general, isn't it?
general. Yes. And keep using general unless you know what you're doing, and
Okay.
say start discussion. So now it is created number 21.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So now put a comment there. For example, I can go there if if I'm Ravi, or if I know about Ravi, I can go to that and I can put a comment. I can say I know where Ravi is.
Okay.
Ravi is. He told me that he will be back the back from today. Yeah, I put a comment. Now you can see that comment there. Say refresh. Refresh.
Yeah.
Then can you see my comment?
Nothing at the moment. Let me again refresh one more time.
You can see my name, no? There, no. It's already come. I know where.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I
I have
can see
refresh.
it.
Automatically it came. Let me try another.
Yeah.
Don't refresh. I think you don't have to refresh because
Okay.
See test. You don't have to refresh. It has come.
Yeah, it is come. It is
Test. I put a test. Right?
Yeah,
I'll
it
delete.
is come now. Yeah. Okay.
It will come automatically. You don't have to refresh. Now I'll delete the test. It will go away. I have deleted it, and then it will go there.
Okay.
Delete hasn't gone immediately. Okay.
Yeah, I think because we got used to looking at Slack.
Yeah.
Our eyes are searching where is the thread and where is what. So I think
I
this
know
will take some time.
That is precisely why I'm taking you somewhere else. I'm teaching you all the different ways. You're used to Slack. If you go to an organization that they use completely something else, then you won't be able to do it right. What you have to understand here is I'm trying to teach you to use different kind of software. Understand why we use for what things. Yeah? You're not actually doing any work here. You have to realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So all you're doing is learning things. So you have to not resist new software because I'm just teaching you different ways of doing work, and your organization might be using completely something else. So once you use 2 or 3 different software, understand why they're used, then other things become very easy. For example, I never use GitHub Discussions. I use Jira. It looks like very much like Jira. So because I understand Jira, I understand this as well. Same thing happens once you understand it, but it's a different kind of software. Jira and these are a certain kind of software. You have to be used to with one of those to understand the other. Okay. So that is the GitHub discussions part. Now go to the discussion again. Go to the top. Whenever you want to go to the discussion, all you need to go to
The discussions.
Discussions. And remember, it's under REMQ. It's REMQ journey
Journey,
and
yeah.
then discussions. Yeah. Put a bookmark for that. Say Control D. It's come there. Discussions on top. Can you see bookmark?
Bookmarks bar.
Yeah. Click there and it'll come here every time. Yeah. So until the time you understand, probably use the bookmark. Once you understand how you come there, it should be very easy. Now if you see the discussion, you can easily search discussions.
Yeah.
First thing, that search is main here, right? Whereas in Slack, half the people do not even know
where it is. Yeah.
but it's mainly for, and there are some different areas of the Q&A, show and tell, different things are there. We can explore later. And click the learning Deepali thing. That's another thing that I'm just trying out different things to see which one will work. Okay. Learning Deepali. I've asked Deepali to see, she's already done it. I've asked Deepali to keep a log of what she is learning. She's already started. She said, watch basic tutorials, hello world program, if else conditions, which watch today's master meetings, recorded video as well. So
it's quick.
She's quick, and now it's only her area, right? So I can, if I'm concerned with somebody is learning or not, I'll just go there and say, okay, now Deepali is done, I'm happy. Otherwise, I wouldn't know what she was working on, for example.
Yeah.
Right. So yesterday I was saying whether I need to have a separate channel for them. I think this is better than the channel for me, at least. Rather than having a separate channel for everybody, just a discussion. Learning Deepali, and she will do the same thing. Tanya will do. Yeah.
So for each of them, you will create like this, like learning.
Learning or whatever area, like whereabout,
learning
like that. And apart from there, you can create numerous things here, right? So, for example, this discussion is also there, right? So you could go there to that discussion and do that as well. Now go to the previous discussions. For example, you want to go to the mini discussions, right?
Yeah, mini.
Yeah. So go there, and then also you can give a nice category and label. Then go there, go up. You can give a category. For example, click general. There is a category.
Yeah, general.
Yeah, you have to click the gear there. Gear. Thing.
Gear. Okay. Sorry. Labels. Next to labels, or next to category.
Both. We'll see both. First see category.
Okay.
And then you can say which category. You can change the category. After generally, if you realize it's more like a quick Q&A, you can change it to Q&A.
Okay.
Or whatever.
Show and tell.
So show and tell and all that. But in the beginning, only use general because you don't know what. Then labels, click labels, and then you can say whatever labels, like there is duplicate, enhancement, first use. I will change all this to have more meaningful ones.
Okay.
Edit labels, you can add new ones if you want, or delete one that are there.
Okay.
That way we can highlight certain things.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
And the other thing you'll see is, can you see the, say escape? Can you see this two there on the, for example, mini formation? The main post is my name, my post, right?
Yeah.
And can you see number 2 below?
Yeah.
Escape number 2.
Yeah.
Click that. It's become number 3.
Oh.
Okay. So basically, you're voting this discussion up. You think this discussion is important, so you're clicking.
Okay.
The more people click, the more numbers it will get.
Mhm.
The more important that discussion is. If only 2 people are doing it, only 2 people will click. Just if you think it's an important one. So afterwards, when you go to discussions, there you can filter out those that has got most numbers, for example, and stuff like that. That you can see at later time.
Okay. Yeah, I can see on this left in the discussions that there are 1, 3, 1, 1.
Yeah. So we know
which is
whether,
more important, and then we can go ahead and have a look at that.
Exactly. Like that. So we can take good ones. We can all say this is good one, and then go up in the discussion thing. Yeah. That is all you need to know at this moment. Now coming to the actual work. Now click to the mini for team formation.
Mhm.
Can you actually update it with all the information you know for right now? Go down. So is that all? You that's your team, complete team, or you have anybody else in your team?
My team, in the sense, my team Paris, or just for this nodes?
Mini team. This is if you go up. This is mini team formation, right?
Yeah,
Mini
yeah.
team
So I don't have Rawat, Sahil, and Nandita. I have.
Change it. Say edit.
Okay, we can edit here. Okay.
Yeah. You have to go to the hamburger menu, the 3 dots, and say edit.
Okay.
And then there, remove their names and put the names of the people that you. And what you'll find is not everybody on GitHub, right? So while doing this, everybody will come on GitHub because you need your team.
Mhm.
And why? Because you need your team, you'll ask them to create the account.
Yeah, I will try and find out. I think she's not here.
Yeah.
So that's why the name is not coming. I think that is the reason why the name
Just
is
write
not coming.
normal name and without the at, just write it. So write the normal name, okay?
Yeah.
Just yeah.
And who's that one? Lakshmi.
Yeah.
And then
That's
update
all.
comment in it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Yeah, I think this is
You
more
can
interesting.
keep updating. Yeah, it's more interesting. Makes it much more.
And
And
I
somebody
think
can reply. Somebody can reply there. Just
there
for that.
itself, what write a reply will be just there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like that. So okay.
Yeah.
And now Nandita, can you add comments as well?
Yeah, Pavarji.
Yes. Add your comment and then add your team.
Yeah, Pavarji, doing it.
Yeah.
Do you want me to stop presenting or let it be?
Let it be in case she needs
help.
Okay. Yeah. Can you give her the link to number 11? Copy that link at the top.
Yeah.
Address bar. Address bar.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, it's like any other link. You can just copy that and give. Even
And
the link has
on comment.
Give it in chat. No. No. She. Yeah. In case she's not able to get here.
Okay.
Pavarji, I have commented on Ganga's message. Is that right, or like I have to create one again?
Show me. Go down, Ganga.
Yeah. It's red here.
Red. No, because see, Nandita, you're also having a team, no? You were there in the morning discussion.
Yes, yes. So
you have,
yeah.
Delete that comment. What I want you to do is create a comment for yourself and say my team is, and then write your team's names.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. And then once you're done, all the team is ready here.
Yeah. Okay. Good.
So basically, we'll use this for. I will tell you which one for which issues we'll use this and which we use Slack. Now coming to the Slack part, because I saw there is some confusion. Slack has multiple different levels. Okay, the free and then paid. In the free Slack, we can do whatever we want to do forever. Basically, that's not an issue. The issue with the free version is we cannot see messages that are more than 3 months old. So if I write a message today in November, December, January, February, I can't see the messages today from this month. So I don't want that. So that is the main reason I'm not very keen on using Slack for important discussions. Important discussions, for example, something like this, I would want to see after a year's time. So if we do it in GitHub Discussions, it will remain there and we can always see. Not only that, we can link that number 11 and then we can always come back and see. What you will see over a period of time is then you'll have links of all these issues and we can just say, go and look at this issue and you will know everything, for example. Yeah. So it's much more powerful. You'll understand it only after you use it. And I think that's enough for now. Were you able to create, Nandita?
Yes, Pawarji. It's 22 formation, team formation 22nd.
Did you actually create a new account, new discussion?
Yes, Pawarji.
We don't need a new discussion.
No.
We don't need a new discussion. We'll use the same discussion, team formation. Within that, you just write a comment because all of you are doing the same work, right? So I don't want you to separate, everybody create a different issue for the same thing. It's just, we'll all use the same 111. Just put a reply. Not a reply, comment. There are two things here, right? Comment is different from reply. Each comment can again have a reply. So use a comment, not a reply. Actually, are you on mobile phone or something? Can you share your screen?
I'm on desktop only, Pawarji. I'm sharing it.
Share the screen, then let me see what. Because no point in sharing Ganga's screen now, right? Okay, now here, go to the mini formation one. That's the one we are working on. Yeah, click that one. Go inside that one. Just can you increase the font size? Control plus. If you do Control plus, it will go up in size. Yeah, and one more time. Yeah, now go down. Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, go down. So go down, further down, even down. Keep going.
This one.
Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, keep going.
Till the end. When you go to the end, that's where it will show you two things. Can you see? One is saying write a reply. That will be a reply to what I have written. Yeah. But whereas if you put in the bottom one, that is you're writing a new comment. That's where I want you to write. Say my team is.
Okay.
My team is, and then pick the names of the team. Do you know the names?
Yes, Pawarji.
Yes. Yeah.
I know it's
That
not
and-
Pawarji.
Yeah, and then Razy. Yeah.
Yeah.
And say comment. This way, they also get notified that somebody has called them. Yeah. They will see that they'll either get an email or notification that somebody else has. Then they will come and see. That's how it happens. Okay.
Yeah.
That's all for now. Like keep spending time on it. You will figure out lots of other things yourself. I just wanted to show that you can do it. We'll start using it. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's all for now. Let me end the meeting here. Now there's one more main thing that I need to discuss with Nandita. Okay? We'll end this meeting and then we'll have a separate meeting with Nandita. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to discuss anything else in this meeting because I want it to be about GitHub discussions only. I will end this and I will immediately send a link to Nandita and then we'll have a discussion about it. Okay.
Yeah, Pawarji. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for coming. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.